coupe, take off on her.
Get your mind right now.
It's out here waiting for me, so why would I wait on it? Got to get out, go get it. Now is the time, no time's better than right now. What you doing? Life's too short, can't throw it away. No tomorrow, today is the day. Life's too short, can't throw it away. Right now, what you doing? Life's too short, can't throw it away. No tomorrow, today is the day. Life's too short, can't throw it away.
Listening to these dumbass rappers got you thinking you cool. You need to take your stupid ass to school. Cut grass, cut hair, get a trade, work a tool. Steady mo making babies, you a motherfucking fool. The people that care enough to tell you right from wrong that you don't listen to, the same few coming to visit you. Just filled out the application, even went to the interview. We'll call a correspond before they get a chance to call you. Do something, get off your ass. Say you're selling grass, smoking all your profit up, begging a bitch to let you crash. I know, man, it's fucked up. Bad luck, you had enough. Just know it were days when I ain't have enough. Back was up against the wall, slippers always count, but I get up like I meant to fall. I'm so optimistic, I might tell you that a midget top. If a brick fell out the sky right now and landed in your lap, you probably couldn't get it out. Get your mind right now.
It's out here waiting for me, so why would I wait on it? Got to get out, go get it. Now is the time, no time's better than right now. What you doing? Life's too short, can't throw it away. No tomorrow, today is the day. Life's too short, can't throw it away. Right now, what you doing? Life's too short, can't throw it away. No tomorrow, today is the day. Life's too short, can't throw it away.
I know speaking from the soul won't put me on, and I ain't supposed to be on it, but you gon' have to tell it to Crib. I'm speaking on behalf of those Lupe fiascos and half my flows is on some intelligent shit. Nigga fronted me 14 grams. 6 months later, I was chipping in 12 on a brick. Half a thing. Same nigga that put me in the dope game was man enough to tell me to quit. Real shit, got some studio equipment, use what I was given. Away with words and the gift of fitting them in rhythm. First song I recorded, Alphabet Soup. Just so happened I performed that song at the show I do. A to Z, Z to A, I can spell it out for you. Had a dream you were booking shows and I was selling them out for you. Yeah, you with that dope money, you with that common sense. Clean that shit up, get straight for your mama and them. Gone.
It's out here waiting for me, so why would I wait on it? Got to get out, go get it. Now is the time, no time's better than right now. What you doing? Life's too short, can't throw it away. No tomorrow, today is the day. Life's too short, can't throw it away. Right now, what you doing? Life's too short, can't throw it away. No tomorrow, today is the day. Life's too short, can't throw it away.
Hey homie, life too short, life too short.
Once again, it's on. It's Hood Tales with ConeHead. I am the ambassador, ConeHead, coming to you live and direct. I want to give a moment of silence to anyone who's listening to this podcast today that's lost a loved one in 2023, 2022, and beyond. It's been an ongoing, occurring thing going on in this new year, and a lot of people have lost some loved ones within the last 2 months. We only in the month of February, so I'd like to give a moment of silence for those who've lost someone, whether it was this year or any of the years in the past. Keep their memory alive, keep their name alive, speak about them all the time like they're here. They're watching over us. They here. They see the things that going on in the world, and they see the things going on with their family and in our lives as well. So we just like to give a moment of silence. All right. We back. Had to do a moment of silence for the people who lost loved ones, man, whether they lost them this year and years previous. I want to do my best to tell y'all that the topic of this message, the topic of this episode is everything is going to be all right. And it is. I mean, death is something that is really eerie to talk about. It's not the easiest conversation to have, and it's not, everybody handles it different. But for those who, lost someone, keep your head up, stay positive, celebrate them, believe that they're in a better place, wanting the best for them and they want the best for you. Keep their memories alive. If you have to do something every week to celebrate them, do so. If you gotta go, whether you got a shrine, a mausoleum, a headstone, or an urn, just like get some flowers, take it to that, or do something like their favorite food, a cookie or anything. Just make that dish like they still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to be creative. But I just want to send out my condolences to the people who lost loved ones this year and previous years. I've lost family members as well. But just always continue to just believe and strive to keep their honor, their legacy, their memory alive. Speak about them, talk about them, Don't, just because they're not here physically doesn't mean that they're not here spiritually. Always remember that. Well, this is episode 75. Everything is going to be all right. And, it's been a long week. It's been a real long couple of days. I had a lot of deliveries, a lot of traveling I had to do to drop off and pick up and do things of that nature. But like I said, I won't complain because I love what I do. And it's a blessing to be able to do those things. But I just wanted to come to my listeners, all of the ConeHeadsters and all the people who support my YouTube channel, Hood Tales with ConeHead, those who support my podcast on Speaker and all the different podcast platforms. I want y'all to know that everything's going to be all right. It's a lot of people that's been going through a lot of things in life. I mean, things have been coming my way. People I've been talking to, and they've been having real things going on in their lives, and it's just been a blessing to be able to give words of encouragement, to be able to speak to them, pray for them, do all those things that God intended me to do. Because, sometimes you need someone to stand in the gap for you and pray for you. Sometimes you need someone to, be there for you, just to be to lend an ear or be a voice. You know what I'm saying? If you have people like that in your life, cherish those people, value those people. They should mean everything and anything to you. You should want to give them flowers or whatever before they leave, and make sure that you always, treat them right and do right by those people. Sometimes we get so beside ourselves as people that we think that it's owed to us, or people owe us these things, or people supposed to do these things because of who we think we are in our minds. But honestly, God put those people in their path. Sometimes they're angels, and sometimes they can be not angels. You know what I'm saying? It just all depends. We can invite people into our lives that God don't even intend to have in our lives, and we don't hold that accountable. We don't hold ourselves accountable for the things we do and the decisions we make. Sometimes we want to place blame on everybody else instead of looking in the mirror and saying to ourselves like, hey, but I allowed these people, or I allowed this individual to come into my life. Even when it might have been a sign, or someone's come to you and say, hey, I don't know, there's something about them that just don't sit well, we'll ignore that thinking it's a hater, or they don't want us to be happy, or they don't want the best for us. And honestly, they be wanting the best for us because they be trying to help us avoid the bullshit before it even happened. So if you have someone in your corner, if you have a person like that in your life, value them, cherish them, You know what I'm saying? Tell them how you feel. Tell them you appreciate the things that they do. That, you know, thank them for any little thing that they've done for you, whether minute or the grand scheme. You know, sometimes we don't value the little things people do for us, the little words of encouragement, the positive, you know, message that they give, or, you know, the message that God sent through them to tell you. You know, we sometimes get wrapped up and caught up in the world and caught up in our day-to-day lives, and we don't take time out to stop and just value and appreciate the people who God put in your life. Because that's one thing, you know, we gonna go through shit. We gonna go through a lot of shit. Like, thing I ain't understand about a lot of people, and I hear this all the time, everybody ain't you. But I mean, you know, I try to do my best to encourage, because I'm like, look, you done been through worse shit with less money and and more responsibility than now. You know what I'm saying? Some of us have grew and we're older and we're in better places now, that we can be able to afford to do certain things. And when the time when we used to have to catch buses, like damn near hitchhike for rides, get people to, you know, take the bus, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, call a cab. But this is like before Uber and Lyft and all that shit. And you know what I'm saying, like, we used to have to figure it out, but God always helped us figure a way out. So as the older we get, we should look at obstacles like a miracle, because it's like God ain't doing nothing but working on us to build us to be the person he need us to be, to get through these things, to have something to tell somebody that need to hear these things. We don't understand. We go through shit because it's supposed to happen, because God wants it to design where he get the glory in the end. So he have you come and say, hey, look, you know, I was homeless, or I used to sleep in my car, or, you know, I got evicted 2 o'clock in the morning and had nowhere to go, and I might have even had kids at the time. But you have to understand, your story and your testimony can help someone else get through a troubling time that you came out of. But we have to remember that we go through things, we have losses, we take L's, and then we have W's too. But we got to remember, the little wins count just as much as the big ones. You know, it should be valued, it should be appreciated, it should be honored. Like, I was honored to go through the trial and tribulation for the last 6 years I've been dealing with. I'm still ain't even out of the mud yet. I just got by. I'm still trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be somewhere. I'm trying to be who God need me to be for his people, and for the people that need to hear my testimony, hear my story, hear the things that I've encountered and the things that I've overcome because of my faith in God. Like, everybody don't realize that we have to have a testimony to give a story to a person who need to hear it the most. It could be somebody right in our family, or it could be somebody that's not even related that need to hear that. They need to come through and realize, like, wow, if they can make it, man, I could do anything as long as I trust and believe in God. But that's just something that we have to encourage, and that's just something that we have to continue to strive and do. Talk to people. Don't always be so shut off and be standoffish and not be such a people's person. And never really judge a book by any cover that you see. Because I get it all the time, because of my appearance. It's like, it's not expected for me to be intelligent. It's not expected to me to have a vocabulary, intellect. It's not expected for me to have knowledge and wisdom and understanding and wisdom, knowledge, understanding, discernment, and clarity. Like, people don't understand. I pray and ask God for that all the time. Everything's gonna be all right. It really will. You just have to have faith, and you have to believe and know that God ain't doing nothing but the best. It says in scripture, I know the plans I have for you, not to hurt or harm you, but to have a good ending, not a bad one. I went through them 2.5 years, and I just believed that the God I serve was never gonna send me to nobody penitentiary for no 60 to life. And I stood on that, and I never wavered, and I never changed. And I seen one of the guys that was in the cell with me, and it's just like awesome. But when these guys see me, they be like, man, what's up, Rico, boy? God, oh, it's good to see you. Because they knew what I was standing on, principle and on God in that place. You know, and went through, and some of them had to help some of them same guys that I see on the street get through the things that they went through so they can make it and be here to have a testimony for other people as well. I don't want the glory. It's for God. Because God spoke through me to them. He allowed me to be able to touch these individuals who I knew on a regular basis I would have never even seen in the streets. And that's the thing that is inspiring the most, because I would have never saw these individuals. I would have never talked to these people. I would have bumped into these people and none of that. But it was a blessing for me to actually interact, meet, even though it was a place that I couldn't stand and I did not want to be in, but I got an opportunity to meet people who might have needed to hear a word of encouragement, who might not have had nobody to tell them that they special, they important, and that they matter. You know what I'm saying? Some people just do shit because they don't have nobody that loves them or love on them or care about them. They just get told certain things and they believe it. That's just like with me growing up. When I was in a foster home, I heard I wasn't gonna be shit, I wasn't gonna have shit, nobody was gonna love me. It was like my mama didn't want me because she gave us away. It was like all that negativity from an adult. An adult should never curb the characteristics or curb the enthusiasm of a child. They should never do that. Should never make a child give up on their dream. An adult should never make an adult give up on their dream. You gotta believe in yourself more than life itself, because you can be anything and have and do anything you want to. It's just about, you know, discipline sometimes, and then it's also about belief. Like I met this guy, a OG Daryl, retired firefighter, and you know, we had a real long conversation the other day. And I be telling my cousin Jigga, man, I say, cuz, you sometimes you gotta just ask people questions. You'll never know what answers they'll give you. I meet people all the time and I just ask questions. If I see somebody driving a nice vehicle, I want to know how can I get one. I want to know what steps I need to take. What I need, what activities do I need to curb? Like, I need to chill out on shopping. Do I need to, you know, try to fight this sneakerhead thing, addiction I got? You know, what do I need to do? Do I need to just stack, save, don't do nothing, chill? You know, my brother Alan, shout out to Alan, shout out to motherfucking Robbie, shout out to all them boys, man. We was playing ball today. I'm a little ball rusty. I ain't in the best of shape, but hey, you know, I thank God that I'm able to get out there and still do a little something. I just got to get in better shape, do a little bit more cardio so I can, you know, run a little bit more, go a little longer than I did today. You know, he got the W. I ain't mad at him, but he's supposed to. He weigh $156, and he eat elephant dung and bee pollen, so and rabbit food. So at the end of the day, shit, he's supposed to be doing all that running and having all that long wind and shit. I ain't done no ball in 6 years, but I was proud of my efforts, even though I was winded and tired. And I'm thankful I was able to get out there and do it, because a lot of people can't even enjoy sports. They're not able to do anything. Some of them are stuck in the bed and with no movement, can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? They've been convalescent homes and stuff like that. You know, and you know, like I say, everything will be all right. We just gotta believe. We gotta have faith and know God gonna work it out in the end. No matter how bleak it may look, no matter how bad it may seem, it's not as bad as you think. Because you can think of times in your past life or in your past years that He stepped up and showed out for you, and you didn't know where it was coming from or how it was gonna happen. And He didn't even need. All He needed was the mustard seed faith from you then. So you should know that God gonna always do for you. You can step away from a situation. You can walk away from a marriage. You can walk away from a gig. And God gonna still provide and protect and give you what you need. And sometimes the things you want in life as well. You know, we don't ever need to limit God. I was listening to something the other day, and it was like Steve Harvey was saying something about you have not because you ask not. And then he was talking about write it on tablets that he who reads it shall run. And all it's saying that you can have whatever you want if you ask God for it. And then if you write it down and you read it, you gonna run after it, because you gonna have the ambition and the drive and the desire to go get it. And that's all it takes. Just a little bit of faith, belief, and a whole lot of determination and persistence, and you can have anything in life. I looked at how I managed to get everything done that I wanted in my life this year in 2 weeks. I'm back doing what I love, and I'm enjoying it And I appreciate it every day by thanking God that I'm able to do something that I love to do. And it's not work. It's actually a hobby. It's actually something that I'm learning to build a business. I'm praying and asking God for a lot of things for this logistic business that I'm finna create, because He's gonna help me create it. He gave me the vision. He already showed me what the things that can happen. He already showed me the future that I believe that He's designed for me. And it's like you have to see it, and then you have to go after it. You have to believe that everything is going to work out. Everything is going to be all right. And like I say, you just trust in Him, and He can do it all. We ain't got to sit here and live like some people live. We can actually have all the things that we desire in our heart. And I really believe that. I've never doubted God, and God ain't never doubted me. He's always held me down when I needed to hold Him down. And He rewards us, and when we pray in private in our closet, He rewards us openly. Like, I'm learning, like, sometimes I got to keep a lot of things to myself, because I can speak it into existence and somebody can knock it or doubt it, and that might interfere and be a block blessing for me. So I'm learning, I'm working on just keeping things to myself. I'm learning, like, the things that I really want to manifest into my reality, I have to keep to myself. It's cool to share it with somebody that you love, or share it with a family member, a loved one, a best friend, whatever. But sometimes everybody that come with a smile and a handshake ain't your friend. Sometimes they come around because it's a beneficial situation for them. And at the end of the day, shit, I want people around me who support, pushing, and love, and want the best for me. Not what I can do for them, but what God bless me I can do for everybody. Because I want to change the world. I want to be one of them people. Like, I don't care about the recognition. I just want to be able to do it even behind the scenes, and be able to look at, be a blessing to other people. I love to do that. I love to change a person's life. I seen a homeless man in Wendy's. I mean, he smelled like everything. And the only thing I was saying to myself is, God, help him. God, please help him. I hate seeing people like that. I want to take that man, let him get a room, get a shower, give him a haircut, because I do know how to cut a little bit, trim him up, and get him back out here. Get him back out here to join the fight of the world. You know what I'm saying? I hate seeing people like that. But that could be any of us. One bad decision, one upset situation, one we let our feelings get in the way, or something happened and it's beyond our control. There's nothing we can do. We can be in that same boat. So don't ever think you bigger or better than the next person, because it could take, all it takes is one wrong decision, and you could be out there on the street like them, smelling like everything. But like I say, man, everything gonna be all right. I'm 75 episodes in. This is gonna be one of the best podcasts and YouTube channels. Watch, mark my word, I believe, and that's all I need. And I got God with me and in me, so it's gonna manifest and it's gonna happen. But like I say, I just want everybody to continue to be blessed, and continue to know that no matter what, God got us, man. He definitely do. I just want y'all to be encouraged, stay encouraged, have faith, say your prayers every day, and do everything that you can do, and it's gonna be alright. In the words of Kevin Gates, I don't get tired. I be on that road 16, 14-hour days, but I love everything, every bit of it. Freedom is the best thing you can always wish you had. Like, we not free if we can't do what we want to do. That's called limited. But with that being said, this is Hood Tale with ConeHead. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to all the people that listen to me, that back me, love me, pushing for me to be successful and grow. And for the haters, you know what it is, man. Keep hating, because in all actuality, you love me, but you just can't stand me. So you'd rather hate me than to acknowledge the love. So I take all that too, but I still blow your fucking brains out, bitch ass niggas.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get tired. I got 6 jobs, I don't get
Full-time
tired.
father, full-time artist. Ex-guard, he said grind harder, learn from every time you ever fail. If it never fail, just grind smarter. Iron sharpen, you the dag on they hindquarters and they all acting. Rap game, I'm a pallbearer. Kill me, get a call after. First look, it was all laughter. Kevin Gates, no small matter. Made men believe when they didn't believe. Dive in the crowd, no safety holders. Got in the booth, no safety on it. Aim and I shoot for the stars. Got the award, I ain't win no awards. Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't
Me
get
and the woman I
tired.
love on an air mattress. We share a car, my hat never couldn't afford flights, no air travel. Still Rice Krispies like sand gravel. Walking testament of what can happen the moment you follow your heart. Keeping the faith even when it get dark. They say give up as I tell them get lost. 6 weeks ago I just purchased a farm. Most likely the one that you cannot afford. Right foot on the gas. Well, let's see, I could be accelerating. I'm doing the dash. Chick that I'm with, shorty be doing her shit, and it's okay to say that she bad. Look to the right and I give her a glance. Don't be no great.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired.
Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard. Don't play with the hustle, you eat or you starve. Don't mimic, pretend to just be who you are. Ain't never changed, been like this from the start. Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard. Don't play with the hustle, you eat or you starve. Don't mimic, pretend to just be who you are.
Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired.